Cardiac Celtics Part 4. They tried to kill me. The Cardiac Celtics have been a roller coaster ride for fans and players alike. From thrilling come-from-behind victories to heart-wrenching defeats, this team has captured the hearts of Boston sports fans for generations. But in the midst of all the drama and excitement, there was one game that stood out above the rest: the night they tried to kill me. It was a cold January night in Boston, and the Celtics were set to face off against their longtime rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers. The tension in the arena was palpable as fans eagerly awaited the matchup between these two powerhouse teams. As the game got underway, it became clear that this was going to be a hard-fought battle, with both teams playing at the top of their game. The Celtics were leading by a slim margin in the fourth quarter when disaster struck. I was sitting courtside cheering on my beloved team, when suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my chest. At first, I brushed it off as just a passing moment of discomfort, but as the pain intensified, I knew something was seriously wrong. I reached for my chest, trying to alleviate the pain, but it only seemed to get worse. Concerned fans around me began to take notice, and before I knew it, I was surrounded by security personnel and medics. I was rushed out of the arena and into an ambulance, all the while wondering if I was going to make it through the night. As the ambulance raced through the streets of Boston towards the nearest hospital, I couldn't help but think about the Celtics game that was still happening without me. Would they be able to pull off a victory without my support? Would they even know what had happened to me? I felt a sense of guilt for leaving my team behind, but my own survival was the only thing on my mind at that moment. By the time I arrived at the hospital, I was in critical condition. Doctors immediately sprang into action, working tirelessly to stabilize my condition and determine the cause of my sudden cardiac episode. As I lay in the hospital bed, hooked up to various machines and monitors, I couldn't shake the feeling of dread that hung over me like a dark cloud. Was this the end for me? Had the stress and excitement of the Celtics game pushed me over the edge? After what felt like an eternity, the doctors finally came back with a diagnosis. I had suffered a massive heart attack. The news hit me like a ton of bricks, and I couldn't believe that my love for the Celtics had nearly cost me my life. But as I processed the gravity of the situation, I also felt a sense of relief that I was still alive and had a chance to recover. In the days that followed, I received an outpouring of support from friends, family, and even the Celtics organization. Players reached out to me, expressing their concern and well wishes for my recovery. The team dedicated their next game to me, wearing special warm-up shirts with my name and number on them. It was a touching gesture that brought tears to my eyes and reinforced my love for this team. As I slowly but surely began to recover from the heart attack, I knew that my life would never be the same again. I had come face to face with my mortality, and it was a wake-up call that I couldn't ignore. I made a promise to myself to take better care of my health, to prioritize self-care and stress management, and to never take a moment for granted. In the months that followed, I continued to support the Cardiac Celtics with all my heart, cheering them on from the sidelines and reveling in their victories. But there was always a lingering reminder of that fateful night when they tried to kill me. It served as a constant reminder to cherish every moment, to live life to the fullest, and to never underestimate the power of a sports team to bring people together in times of adversity. As I look back on that unforgettable night, I am grateful for the lessons it taught me and the strength it inspired in me. The Cardiac Celtics may have tried to kill me, but in the end they only made me stronger. And for that, I will always be grateful.